Hey everyone, it's Mindy Banks, the Flip Flop Chef. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make no peel hard cooked eggs using Pampered Chef's Deluxe multi-cooker and our new egg bite mold. So let me go ahead and tell you what I've done so far. I am using 2 of these egg bite molds because I'm going to stack them on top of each other. Just remember, you cannot stack the molds if you're doing sous vide. You can only do 1 mold when using sous vide because the mold has to be under the water. And so for this particular recipe, I'm going to be using a pressure cooker setting rather than a sous vide setting. I'm going to be using the steam setting for 10 minutes. So what I've done already is I took 2 egg bite molds and I used my kitchen spritzer, spritzed them with oil so that these eggs will not stick. I've gone ahead and cracked 6 eggs into the very first mold, and now I'm going to do the second one. All right, so I filled my first mold, and now I have my second mold on the top, and I have added 1 egg to each mold, and then I'm gonna add my lid on the top. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna add 1 cup of water into the pressure cooker pot, the inner pot there, and then I'm gonna transfer these egg bite molds into the Deluxe multi-cooker. Okay, so I have 2 egg molds inside of the wire cradle, inside of the inner pot. I'm gonna take my pressure cooker lid, I'm gonna set it on the top. I love that we have the lid rest now. That's a really great feature. Slide this on, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this to the steam setting, press start, or press the wheel, adjust the time to 10 minutes. It's on a delay, or gives you the option to choose to delay this. I don't need to delay it. And keep warm is gonna be the next option, which is fine. Up to 2 hours is fine. And then I'm gonna just press and hold. And now it says run. And while it's running, you're gonna notice the progress wheel at the bottom where it says preheat. It's gonna take time for this to preheat. Once it's preheated, basically up to pressure, since this is a pressure cooker setting, you may see a little steam releasing out around the red pin just at the beginning, but once it's fully pressurized, the steam will stop and it will start counting down from 10 minutes from there. And I'll show you what we're working with when we're done. All right, so the Deluxe multi-cooker is pressurized and it's counting down from 10 minutes. You'll notice that the red pin on the top doesn't have any steam escaping. So when this is finished with the 10 minutes, we're gonna let this naturally release pressure for 5 minutes, and then we'll release the rest. Okay, so the time is up, and at this point, we're just gonna wait for this to release the steam naturally for 5 minutes. And you notice where it says keep warm, and this is going to start counting up so that we know when 5 minutes has passed. And at this point, the lid is still locked because it is still pressurized. In 5 minutes, we'll release the rest of the steam before we take the eggs out. All right, so the steam has been releasing for 5 minutes naturally, and we're gonna press our steam release button to release the rest. Once all the steam is released, you can remove the lid and take out the egg bites. All right, so I removed the lid and I propped the lid up on the lid rest in the back. And now at this point, I'm just gonna press the X to cancel because it was on the keep warm setting. And I used our microwave grips to carefully lift this out of the pressure cooker. And check this out. These are our no peel hard-boiled eggs. Okay, so I took my egg bite molds out of the Deluxe multi-cooker, I removed the lids, and I noticed that the bottom tray cooked a little bit differently than the top, except for these 2. And these eggs were older than these eggs and these eggs. So interesting how the fresher eggs cooked up a lot prettier. So just wanted to note the difference and why I think those turned out that way. And I did take my, this is the cake tester and releasing tool, and I use the releasing tool side just to sort of release all of these from the egg mold. And now these are ready to eat or refrigerate for another time.